Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a late show of Born and Red Chip and Sheen today. He was taking the missus out today. God knows where he took her out on Valentine's Day, but it's all good. I'll be celebrating later on with my buddy. But Gene, how are you? Hopefully you've recovered now after the result on Wednesday. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm okay, Avi, man. Just bring me 1 second.
Just telling you to take
Sorry,
her out later.
nah. We all know the truth, Avi, man. Your buddy was giving you litter. Yeah, giving you a few saying, already it's only during the day and he's already got the flower, he's already got the flowers, the perfume and all that sort of stuff in. Avi, yeah, by the way, you taking it tonight? Yeah, you're right.
Taking you to the local chip. We'll go out for a little meal. Actually, we're going
Local
to do it
chippy,
tomorrow
yeah,
because
right.
America's always busy when it comes to Valentine's Day and whatnot. So we're going to go out tomorrow, actually, Gene. So I've got a free evening
Acha.
to myself. I'll do a bit of cooking tonight, a bit of egg and chips and baked beans and
Aye,
whatnot. So I'll give her a
egg and
little,
chips.
make a little slap up meal. But all is good. Gene, just want to talk quickly about the Everton game. I wasn't too obviously, I wasn't too upset. It is what it is. They got the result. We move on. I know there's going to be some charges to Klopp's, not Klopp's, Slot's assistant and Jurgen Klopp, Arne Slot as well. Uh, losing my memory. There will be some fines. We don't know what happened between him and Oliver. I think it's a bit tedious. But what have you made of the aftermath? Curtis Jones now will be missing, I think, the Wolves game. Um, Everton have got to come to Anfield, and I'm looking forward to that game, Gene, because that's the game that we take these guys by the horns, isn't it? We take the game by the horns and actually just put them away because the celebration and the carry on from the Everton fans as well, it was getting a bit stupid, wasn't it? And a bit embarrassing as well, if I can say.
Yeah, look, to be fair, day or two after the game, you understand, look, we're still 7 points ahead. Everything's settled now, and, it's still a healthy lead. We're going to the game on the weekend. I know you're speaking about the Everton game, I mean, but right now, there's some big games coming before that game, and the next 4 or 5, you've put it on the poster. It's a huge. We've got some huge games, and it starts on Sunday against Wolves, where we have to get the 3 points, and then we've got. I think all will be forgotten about. We just need to get the 3 points in the next game and move forward. And in terms of Everton, look, of course, you mentioned the bans to. We don't know if the manager's going to get a ban or a fine. Probably will get a ban. Curtis Jones misses a game. But yeah, the game Liverpool against Everton will be a massive game at Anfield, and it's going to be one that we're going to have to turn up again. They'll turn up again because they would love to put a dent in our title aspirations. But we've got bigger games before then, Avi, man, and it all starts on Sunday. We just have to go put up a performance. I hope that game is a springbok for us to think. You know what? It's going to really G our players up, our manager up, and we will hopefully we'll see a proper reaction to that after that performance, and especially conceding a goal later on. But your thoughts, have you obviously look now? It's been a couple of days since that game. I know you were slightly okay with it, not okay with it, but like what, you're ready to move on pretty quickly. 2 days have gone by, and Avi, what are your thoughts now? Have you not been, have no doubts have creeped in or anything like that yet?
We can't doubt this team because the run that we've been on. We've only got one loss to our name, which was Forest, Gene. Maybe we've drawn maybe one too many games. I go back to the Fulham game at home. I go to the Newcastle away. I go to the game, on Wednesday where we should have put it to bed. Getting sucker punched like that in the 98th, 99th minute. It does take it was a bit of a sickener. But look, it is what it is. We move far more bigger fish to fry, Gene. Starting on Wolves, and I want to concentrate on Wolves because they've had a little bit of a bounce, the manager bounce. They've got some good players that some people think that we are interested in. One being Mateus Cunha. I think Slot mentioned him today. He is a bit of a facilitator, a kind of Firmino regen. He's a good player. He's been around for a bit as well. He's been at Atletico Madrid. Didn't get going there, and this season he's really come alive. He's had a good goal return. He does miss a few chances for me, but look, he always asks the question. He can bully defenders. He can drag defenders away from their position. He has got a bit of pace with him, a bit of movement with him. But look, we're at home. We've got to put a stamp on it on Sunday because Arsenal got the kickoff on the Saturday, and we'll talk about Arsenal as well, Leicester, because everyone thinks that's a foregone conclusion. But with the Wolves game, Gene, I'm focusing on that. I know people are looking at the Villa away already and City away and then Newcastle and Southampton. It's one game at a time. And I think Slot said it perfectly today. He said, look, we need to focus on the next game now. I'm not planning too much ahead. He goes, I know what's to come. But first things first is the Wolves game. Get 3 points there, match what Arsenal are doing, and we'll be fine. And that's all we need to do. Weekend, mid-week games, whether we play before Arsenal do, we've just got to better or just match what they do. And if that, and we've got a tougher fixture list as well, Gene. We've got the tougher away games. We've got 8 home games. We've got to win 9 games to win the league. That's 27 points. 27 points gets us the league. So 9 wins, 8 at home. We should be winning our games at home. And then you win 1 away and a few draws. That'll be totally fine. You?
Yeah, look, I tend to agree with you, Avi. I think this is just about getting this game.
He shit himself today. He goes, I can't. I've got the Moroccans coming. I don't know whether he was talking about women or what, but he said he's got Moroccans coming around for dinner. So God knows what he's doing. Rose are red, violets are blue. Avi thinks it's ITK, but he doesn't have a fucking clue. Tuning in and thank you for your support as always. I'm sure the camera will be. Are you making love to your camera today or actually the body today? What's happening? It's Valentine's Day, but who are you making love to? Your camera, which is criticized with you, and or your actual wife? Please let us know in the comments. But yeah, Asim, thank you so much for your support. Gina, go on.
Yeah, it was actually even there. Yeah, I mean, look, it's all about the next game. We just got to make sure that we win the next game. Yes, we've got the tougher games in the next few couple of weeks, especially over the next 10, 11 days. If we manage to get some decent results, that will take away some of our hard away fixtures like the Villa, the City. We'll have hopefully got Newcastle out the way as well. These are big games. If we can win them, go into the after that game, and we're still 7 ahead. We're on to a really, really good points tally and hopefully the title. I'm Arsenal. They've got. I think they've got Forest away in this period. United away. I know they're not great. They've got 3 away games with the team that's slightly going to be playing a lot of minutes with a tight squad right now. So hopefully, I'm hoping that they'll drop some points, especially over the next 3. That game against Forest away will be a tough game for them. And if they manage to drop points and we manage to win, then it'll. But I say, Avi, win on Sunday. That will set now. Look, for you, we have to forget Everton. Win on Sunday and then concentrate on the next 3 games because it's so important that we number one win and we put up a decent performance. That will give us the confidence going into the Villa and City games. But your thoughts, Avi, on the next 3 in terms of we've got difficult games. They've got slightly easier games, but 3 of them are away. Your thoughts on how this will play out, in 4 games time? Do you see us still being 7 ahead after the next 4?
Look, we obviously got to be the forever optimists and ultra positives, Gene, and it sometimes bites us in the ass. I never expected us to be title contenders. You did, but that's your energy at the beginning of the season. You said Liverpool are going to win it. Look, we need, and we spoke about this on Wednesday. We need Gina. We need to beat Wolves, which gives us 4 from the last 2. We need to get a draw against Villa is fine. That would give us 5. You beat City away, gives you 8. 11 from 15. You get 11 from 15. That's fantastic. You get 11 from 15 over the next course of the next 4 games, including the one that's gone to 5. Over this period of 5 games, you get 11 points. You've still got a 7-point cushion against Arsenal, I believe. Maybe more. Because Arsenal are missing the big guns. Saka's had a bit of a setback as well. Martinelli's out. Havertz is out. Where are the goals going to come from? You can't expect young Ethan to have that, to deliver game in, game out. He's 17. Trossard's been good for them, but he's had a bit of a barren spell. Who's going to go through the middle for them? Raheem Sterling. Raz ain't the same player that he was at City. Even at Chelsea, the decline has been quite sort of fast for him. He has kind of lost that edge, and getting in those goal scoring opportunities that Sterling used to for City. He's not going to do that anymore at Arsenal. So they're going to go with that front three tomorrow against Leicester. And this is a 12:30 kickoff. We've seen 12:30 kickoffs before, Gene. Anything can happen. I fancy Leicester to do something tomorrow, or keep it tight, and then maybe Arsenal get a late winner. And look, Arsenal got a great team. I know Arteta keeps it nice and tight. He's still got a good team. He's got a good squad. That defense has been highly spoken of, and the midfield area as well. They're strong. But in terms of us, Gene, give me 10 points, but 11, I think. That 1 point extra goes a long way. 11 out of 15. You're on mute.
I'm talking about the next 4 games, Avi.
Yeah, but I'm saying 11 out of... Look, so I've said beat Wolves. That gives us 4 from the Everton game. That's 2 games gone.
Okay, you're counting the Everton game.
Yeah, Everton game as well. That's what I'm counting. I'm counting this because everyone's been talking about this big next 5 fixtures. And then after that, we can talk about Champions League. But look, get past Wolves, 3 points, and then we can focus on the 2 big away games. 2 draws in those 2 games, and say Arsenal do beat Forest away, then it's tightened up. Then the lead gets cut down to 3. And anything can happen. Arsenal will be probably trying that little bit extra now, knowing that they haven't got anyone to rely on. They haven't got the Martinellis, they haven't got the Sakas, they haven't got the Havertz to rely on. So they'll be giving it that little bit extra. So, Gene, it could be tight. And look, City, everyone's saying, oh, but City got nothing to play for. You saw them lose legs against Madrid, but it's Liverpool. We've been their fiercest rivals for the last 6-7 years. Pep will put
Avi, do you think they hate... Okay, on a question, you mentioned City and a question to obviously with everything that's gone on, yeah? Do you think they hate us more than they hate Arsenal?
I don't think there's ever been hate in terms of City and Liverpool. It's always been a fierce rivalry, a respected rivalry. Even with Bernardo Silva throwing up a stop, it's always been a respected rivalry. Pep Guardiola and Jurgen Klopp, they off the pitch, I'm sure they got on. I'm sure they knew that, listen, they brought the best out of each other. So it was very competitive. Arsenal Man City has become a bit of a petty rivalry, a bit of poor behavior, a little bit of a rivalry, a bit of hatred. I tell you why, because of the Haaland thing, a bit of Arteta leaving Pep Guardiola as his number 2. Of course, there's going to be a little bit of spitefulness there. So with Arsenal Man City, in regards to their rivalry, I think it's a lot more like hate. Whereas ours and Man City, it's a kind of one of respect, because there is one common trait that both set of fans have when it comes to Man City and Liverpool fans, is they fucking hate Manchester United. So there is that kind of sort of not support, but there is that kind of link. But I don't think there's ever been a pure hatred rivalry between Liverpool and Man City. And people said that, oh yeah, but City would rather want Arsenal to win the league or Liverpool. Is bullshit. Pep Guardiola.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think City would want Arsenal to win the league over us anyway. I think that in a way they're probably thinking,
Guardiola and Arteta were good friends though, Gina.
Guardiola, but as generally from Man City's perspective, I think they respect us enough to think, these guys were the ones that went with us toe to toe for many a year, and they, right now when you look at the flipping Arteta and these players,
Ali says they will give us the win, Avi. No, they won't.
I don't think
they won't hand it on a fucking play.
They need top 4, man.
Idiot. They won't give us. They won't just hand it on a play on us, will they? They'll give it a good go. And listen, they gave it a good go on Tuesday night against Madrid. They weren't that bad. Legs went. And we've seen it with City. Last 25 minutes, 30 minutes.
It wasn't just legs, man. In the first half, Man City flipping should have... But Real Madrid should have scored at least 3 in the first 20. They missed some chances, man.
City was still up there with them.
Since they scored, they were decent.
Few mistakes towards
Bob goes City needs points, exactly. They need the points. They're going for top 4 still, man.
Of course, yeah, exactly. So they will give it.
They lose against. They've got a difficult game tomorrow. I know it's at home against Newcastle.
And no matter where City are, they will want to have a say in this title race, Gina. They might not be here this season. They'll be here. They'll be back again. I'll tell you now, City will be back again next season. City will definitely be back next season, but they will definitely have one. They'll definitely also want to have a say. They will definitely have one. They will definitely want to have a say in this title race. We've just got to do our business, Gene. Aston
Yeah,
Villa, that's a bit of a fair game because of Rodgers, Jacob Ramsey. You know, they've got Marcus Rashford who's going to want to prove a point. You know, he's a Man United player. He's going to want to put a dent in Liverpool's title hopes. They've got players that can hurt us. But look, first things first is the Wolves game. We've seen the players that they have. You know, Huang, who's a good player. They've got Bellegarde, who's a good player. They've got some very good, tidy footballers. Cunha that we've spoken about. But we're at home. And I think
yeah,
we need
man.
to make a bit of a statement. Gene, you're saying that we do need to put in a bit of a performance. I think so. I think we need
Yeah.
to lay down a bit of a statement. Regardless of what Arsenal do tomorrow, we've got to go and do our job and do it well on Sunday. Agree?
Yeah, 100%. And I maintain that with that. You know what? I want to see a performance. I want us to go to that game on Sunday and want it. And I think Anfield will have to play its part, Avi, especially over the next whatever is it, 8 home games that we've got. We have to make Anfield a bit of a cauldron for the opposition, where any team that comes there, that they feel the power of Anfield, and we have to be there for the players, and the players have to be there for us. But it's really important that we start to make to put a marker down, put a marker down on Sunday, regardless of the result of Arsenal. And look, if they draw and we win, then it's all hunky dory. But even if they win, we just need to put a marker down. Then it's obviously the two big ones. Look, I'm confident, Avi, even when we play Villa, or City, I'm confident in both games. I think that we will go, we will play well, and I'm confident we'll get the points. I can't see us winning all both of them games and the Newcastle game. But from the next 4, Avi, if you give me 10 points, I'll jump on it. And I think if we get 10 points, we're on it. Then I think, you know what, and there's no stopping us. Even to an extent, from the next 4, if we lost one and took 9, right, and took 9, I still think Arsenal will drop somewhere in the next 4. And even if we lost one and took one, you know what, I don't want that scenario, but if it happens, it is what it is. I just don't want us to lose more than 3. If you lose one, it can happen. But if you drop points to 2 games out of the next 4, then it's going to be a difficult one. Then we have to the pressure ramps up on us, and they'll gain momentum, thinking that Liverpool are definitely on a blip. But it's important that at least first and foremost you put the Wolves game to bed. But in terms of
But Gene, let
the
me ask you a
team,
question. Let me
go
ask
on.
you a question. Can Arsenal win 12 out of 14?
12 out, no. They're not beating us yet at Anfield.
No,
They
that's what I'm
ain't
saying.
beating
14
us.
games to
That's a
go.
6-pointer.
14 games to go. They would need to win 12 out of
They
14.
can't do that. No chance. Not the way no chance. We've seen their form over the last, over this season. It's impossible. They've got too many players out. Number 1. Number 2, they've not done it. They've not
Do
done
they beat?
anything
Do
of
they
the
beat
sort.
United? Do they beat Forest away?
No.
Do they beat United away?
Yes.
Do they beat
There'll be
Liverpool away?
I think it'll be a difficult game, but United are so shit at home, right? That I think United will get beat. Did they beat who?
Liverpool away.
Do they fuck?
Do they beat Newcastle at home?
Tough game. Newcastle will be a tough game for
Do
them,
they
and it'll
beat
be a tough
Chelsea
game
at
for us.
home?
Yes, that's what Chelsea did. They were shocking, man.
London Derby
Brighton
though.
took the piss out.
London Derby.
Yeah, and Chelsea would love to put a dent in Arsenal's title aspirations, so that will be a difficult game. Amika goes, United will rise it. I hope they do. It is Arsenal. There is a bit of spike there, but it's Liverpool that they're up against. So I don't really know what will happen. I don't know. I think it'll be. I can't. This is the thing. I can't see them going on. Can you see them going on as like a 6-7 game winning run?
They will slip up in a minimum of 3 games, and I've earmarked them already. Forest away.
Yep.
Man United away, and Liverpool away. They're not picking up. They're not picking up a win. And what I mean by that is they're not picking up a win in those 3 games.
If they do that, and then forget that so the 2 teams that you've mentioned, Newcastle and United, them 2 games and in the next 4. So you're asking them that they'll drop points in the next 4 games. If they drop 4 points in the next 4 games, the teams that you've mentioned, Leeds after they ain't getting anywhere near the title.
That's why I was not worried about the Everton result. All I said was I want to get out of there without losing the game. And whether that was Abi's downplaying our achievements or not showing enough ambition, and he's not got much of what is it belief in this team. It wasn't about that. I just Everton and games like that, like we've said before, form goes out of the window. It was an ugly, ugly game. Everton were always going to get the final script, the final ending. They were always going to get the ending. I'm just so glad it wasn't a fucking win at Goodison Park for them. So when it
Yeah,
was
I get
2-2,
that.
it was a sucker punch. Of course it was. But I'm happy to walk away with a draw. Because I know Arsenal, they need to go on a near perfect run. It's
Leeds
impossible.
are.
Even if they had Saka, Martinelli, and they had Havertz, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We just got to do our business. 10 points even from the next 4 games. Yeah? 10 points from this batch of 5 games. The league's wrapped up. Start focusing on the Champions League then. I am telling you that's how it is. Last season, I think Sarib said they did it last season to be. He's talking about how we lost. I think if he's talking about how we lost last season,
No,
it's
he's talking about
because
them Arsenal going on a bit. They did it last season.
they did,
But this
and fair play. But I
but they
think
didn't they're not the
they
same
didn't have the
Arsenal that
injuries
they
that
were
they
last
have
season.
this season. Yeah, I think that's the only.
They're not even the same team as last year, even the way they're playing, regardless of injuries. I don't even think that they're the same sort of team. But and we're a completely different team compared to last year as well.
So prediction for me, Gene. Tomorrow's first game, Leicester Arsenal, 12:30 kickoff. Give me a prediction tomorrow.
I think they'll beat them 2-1.
Leicester's gonna win.
The kids know how to win, man.
Arsenal,
Against these
Leicester,
type of games, yeah. Arsenal.
Arsenal.
What do you? I know I know you're. Wait, didn't you predict that they're gonna drop points tomorrow?
Yeah, but
So you predict?
that was me hoping rather than
Okay,
sort of like
okay.
thinking with my brain.
Guys, get your predictions in. Wow, a lot of people think it's gonna be a draw, man.
I think it could be a draw. Bob
Sorry,
Podak,
Avi, you're doing it.
Kodak, Kibria, Buddha, James, Gabriel scoring. I think it could be a draw. But look, genuinely, if they're going for the title, let's say Arsenal win.
2-1
And
Foxes.
then
El Hanous winner. Arsenal 2-0. Yeah, look, I think it'll be a difficult game. Sule, what's your prediction, man? You're the Arsenal fan in here. What you expect to predicting? Predict it here,
what's,
because if you draw, I can come for you the next game.
what's your prediction for
Jazzy
Sunday,
goes
Gene?
4-0. Sunday, I think we win 3-0.
I'll be happy with the 2-0 win. Give
Yeah,
me a
I think
2-0
we're gonna.
now. Give me a
I
2-0
think
now.
we'll take
Um,
any win right now. 2-0 to Arsenal. Sully says, okay, let's wait and see. So I'm looking forward to the Sunday show. Make sure you're on.
some people, and I know people are more in hope that Leicester do, and obviously we're all living in hope that Leicester do something. But I don't know. I think there could be something there. Gene, enough of the football talk in terms of results, the title race. It's going to play out the way it plays out. Yeah. Um, a lot of journalists, not a lot, but a few other reports today coming out. Alexander Isaac, and Ali, I'm going to put your comment up. Avi Isaac talk. Gene, is this, in your eyes, a doable deal come summer?
Doable, yes. But we
Have
have to
we
say
got the
goodbye.
ambition to do it?
We have to say goodbye to somebody, though.
Chankala. You're saying Salah,
If
though.
we get, I think if the only
So you
way we
don't think he
sign.
can operate? We can
No, he can.
operate
He
with
can
sales
operate.
of
That
Diaz,
would be an unbelievable free.
Diaz, Darwin, and Jota gone. Isaac
Yeah.
comes in, and then you look at another young winger.
I would love for us to have them 3 players, man. Isak, Salah, and Gakpo, or whoever is going to play that. That would be the. But the only way, and Buddha makes it, if we get. And this is the thing, Avi. It now boils, because we've seen Saudi links with Diaz, we've seen Saudi links with Allison, we've seen Saudi links with Darwin. And we're hearing a lot of Saudi links that they're going to come in for the summer. If we're getting stupid money for Darwin Núñez, 75 million plus, then I can see us going all out for Isak. Then we will go and say, okay, he is 120 bar. Yeah, get him in.
How important is it that they don't get Champions League football?
Very important. Very important. That will, in terms of PSR for them guys as well. And I think right now Isak will stay. I think Isak stays if they get Champions League football. I think he leaves 100% in the summer. Don't know who to if they don't get Champions League football, because these are the top of his game, PSR, all that type of stuff. He ain't waiting another year to not play Champions League football, mate. He's out.
I think Isaac is very, very attainable. And I think Newcastle, if they don't get top four, they'll be ready to do a deal. Gina, I think they'll be ready to
With
do a
who?
deal.
With who?
I think we'll be on the table.
Yeah, right. Listen, this table
100%,
business, Avi. How can you be sat in the
100%,
table? Just go. Look,
100%.
one thing I don't like, right, Avi. Look, one thing I really pisses me off is we love to sit at a table. Fuck the table. Throw the money on a player like him and say, you know what? Blow all the teams out the thing and say, you know what? We want him. Buy him. That's when we always love to sit at a table, negotiate. Fucking 8 months to negotiate contracts. Yeah. Just go and give me a Fabinho for once, man. When was the last time we had a Fabinho or a big signing like that? Go and and put a marker down saying, you know what, we needed a Fabinho, we went and signed him. That's what we need to do to show real ambition, real, letting the other teams know that, you know what, these guys they ain't going anywhere. And people can say Arsenal are going to come back, they're going to sign a striker, maybe if they sign Sesko or whatever, right? But that will actually give us a huge lift. Imagine winning a title and signing Alexander Isak. Just for a second, can you imagine what the other teams will feel? In Liverpool win a title and you sign Alexander Isak. That's exactly what Fergie did for years. He'd win a title and go and spend 2 players, and the other teams would think, you know what, fuck's sake, they just got better and better. They're getting better and better every year. And that's what we have to be able to show and be able to do. Whether we're going to go and spend that type of money. Sudi says, is Arsenal fan, Liverpool buy a player for 130 million. Good joke. When was the last time you spent 130? When was the last time Arsenal spent 130 million on a player? You never have.
Spent 65 on Havertz.
Yeah, you just spent 380 grand a week to Kai Havertz, yeah? And for 70 million quid, gave your rival 70 million quid.
Let me rephrase it, Gene. We will be in the conversation for Alexander Isak in the summer. It is purely, it's very important that Newcastle do not get top 4. Very important.
Oh shit! You know what? They actually just spent 105 million on Rice. I forgot about that. I forgot about the Rice deal. Yeah, but he's fucking Chaval in it. Nobody cares about Chaval. Nobody cares about Chaval.
Ain't winning you the league.
Yeah, exactly. You had him for a year or two now. You won Jack Hall with him.
As far as I did a bit of obviously, the console is off now until the summer. I did do a bit of fact finding about Hugo Ekitike. And that's how you say his name, Ekitike. But as far as I know, there's no links for Liverpool and Hugo Ekitike. And we have to big up Sarib, because Sarib was banging on about and doing our head in like a towel that he is, about Alexander Isak, while we all were backing Darwin Núñez, and he's a cold killer. Gene, we have to accept it. Darwin,
I listen to me.
You believe you trust him on a one-on-one. We still don't trust Darwin on a one-on-one.
No. One
right,
thing
3 years on. He's a cold killer.
I never flipping trusted. Let's get this straight. Yeah, I've absolutely allowed him, but I gave him a chance at the start of the season because he was our player. Alexander Isak in this team, Toba, man. This guy would ball, man. This guy would take the piss because he has every attribute, man.
If they don't get top 4, we will be in the conversation with Alexander Isak. And that's what we can do.
I can accept
because
that.
If someone like Chelsea
top five, by the way.
Chelsea, someone like City, someone like United, not United maybe right now, but someone like Arsenal, where away structure is not in place as such, they could blow us away. But as far as I know, and as far as of what, not being told or anything, as far as I know, I'm pretty sure that Isaac would want to. He would love to play for Liverpool Football Club. Would love to play for Liverpool Football Club. There's a lot of links. Some people are saying, guys, did you see the Zaire Emery link? Let me tell you, it's all bogus. Yeah, people want to believe all these journalists that have been blue tick verified. Yeah, I call them fucking idiots. All of a sudden, they're aspiring journalists and they've heard about Zaire Emery from PSG and saying that we linked with them. I don't care who they are on Twitter. Hold on, I don't care who they are on Twitter. They're talking shit. Yeah, they just want farm engagements and they want your money. There's a reason that blue chip isn't verified. There's the reason that I don't pay for premium. Because if I'm going to chat shit, I'm not going to rob people yeah, by getting views and likes and retweets and whatnot, and 100,000 views for a bit of what, $5, $6 here and there. So piss off with this Zaire Emery, not you, James, but these links like Zaire Emery, Stefano Simas, and all these idiots. It's all bullshit. It's all absolute
Ayo,
bullshit.
yeah.
Yeah,
But I
no,
mean,
no,
look,
I'm sick and tired of it. I name players. Listen, don't get me wrong. I play names. I name players, but I'm not an
that's what I'm
aspiring
getting
journalist.
at.
I don't write. I don't write on my bio that I'm an aspiring journalist. I'm this and that. All these bullshitters now are coming to the fruit because they know that by getting blue ticks to their name, this is how they get a bit of money. They don't get money by putting tactical threads out and telling us about the 4-3-4-4-5-6 system. They tell us by putting rumors out like this. The amount of names that I've been getting from this under 20s World Cup as well, this Javier Mastantuano and all this, absolute bogus. The only player that we're looking at in that tournament is that Braino Biden. Yeah, remember his name. Gina's got a blue tick. Yes, Sarib, you're right, but he
I've
never
got
puts
blue, but
rumors
I mean,
out.
I don't, I
He
never,
never puts rumors
I'm,
out.
yeah.
Anyway, that's all I wanted
Oh,
to.
yeah, okay,
That's all I wanted to say. I'm
Avi's on
for
the
all of
mad
them.
one today.
And
I was gonna go for you today, though, Avi, you know.
no, let them. And I'm not coming for. Listen. I'm not singling out anyone out, but a lot of people all of a sudden now have the blue tick, and the transition from just being regular article writers about the game to all of a sudden knowing what's happening inside the club. That's what I'm talking about. Let the real bullshitters like myself, let us just tweet what we want on Twitter. Let us be the bullshitters, yeah, for free, for free. I don't charge anyone. I don't make money from YouTube. I don't do anything. Anyway, let's move on. Alexander Isak, I think there will be something in there. Look, Zaire Emery is a very good footballer. We're not in the conversation for him.
Like, you
I'm
know,
ruling that out.
another thing, he's
And
18 years old, and
if I don't, if a link even surfaces from a credible source like a Joyce or a Ornstein, I will apologize to the person that broke the news. How's that? Yeah, I'll apologize to them. There you go.
hello, yeah.
Gene. So that's one rumor gone. Contracts.
No, I want to speak before we go into contracts, Avi.
Oh,
Ibu Kanate. I want to speak to you on Ibu Kanate. Obviously, there was some links today about him and PSG going back to France, playing for them. I think one day he will go back. If I'm honest, Avi, to PSG. Is it player ramping up the pressure on the? Because obviously his contract's up as well. Well, not up, but you know, we all know he's got the
who do you want
contract.
to go?
Is
Who do
this?
you want to go? Who do you want to go back home at 24, 25 years old?
But is it him
Does he want to
ramping
go
up
to
the
Paris
pressure?
Saint-Germain at 24, 25? He could probably play for Real Madrid. He could probably play for the world's best. Why go to PSG?
That's fair, but you know, end of the day, Avi is going back home. Maybe you know he's going to be on stupid money, and a team that's going to probably go. You know, hopefully, which he feels might go and challenge for the Champions League. They've got a really, really good side, and I hope we miss out on them. They seem like they're on a decent run of form. But what's your take on him? Is this him ramping up the pressure on the owners, or meaning the contract that you've given me isn't good enough? Because PSG are here and they're going to be willing to pay stupid money.
How much would they want to pay him? With a year to run, how much would Canate be worth?
They will pay
60,
him stupid
50?
money. He's what is he? Vice captain to Mbappe, 24 years old. They will pay
25,
him the
25
door,
now.
man. I reckon he gets 300 grand a week from them.
Now forget what he gets from them. I'm talking about transfer fee that we would get.
Oh, he ain't getting 200. He'll get more than that, man. They will pay. PSG will pay stupid money to Kanate to come back to because he's going to be their future captain. He's going to probably be the replacement for Marquinhos. I think in terms of fee, I think we get £60 million, which isn't a lot for a player like Ibu who can be worth. Kieran goes, don't need to worry about contract. Kieran, you better be right. I've flipping told half of all my friends that this contract signed because of your news.
So Kieran was the first one to tell me, and I did give him a shout out about Kanate being Kanate signing a contract 2029. I have no doubts at the moment about Kanate. He's the last player that I would worry about not extending. I think he'll extend. I want to talk about the most important players right now. Gine, and of course Kanate is important, but Van Dijk, Salah, Trent, talk to me, Chin, because I'm at a wit's end now. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to know what's going on. But a contract is not forthcoming. Um, all the bullshitters have been found out, myself included. Um, tell me, Salah,
Man,
is he going to Saudi?
again,
Is he,
I've got dickheads like you tweeting Salah's going to Saudi, going to Saudi. I saw that tweet, by the way, you
I said I wish
idiot.
him well in Saudi. I said I wish him well.
No. That message, that song that you're trying to get out as well. Salah's going to Saudi. Salah's going to Saudi. All that shit that comes out your mouth. If he doesn't go, I mean, deep down we know you got hatred for him. You just can't say it into us
He's
because
going.
I will absolutely tell you and send you to the cleaners today. And yes, Ali mentioned the
It's not. He goes. He's going to
Rami Abbas.
Saudi. He's going to Saudi. Mohammed Salah. Mohammed Salah. Mohammed Salah. He's going to Saudi. What a song!
Look how happy
When
he
I'm in
is.
Anfield in April, I'm gonna sing that. I'm gonna sing that. And I'm gonna get all the congregation of 60,000 fans singing that as well. He's going to Saudi.
You
He's
will
going to
me, yeah.
Saudi. Mohammed
Yeah.
Salah. Mohammed Salah.
I'll come back to you now. I'm going to come back to you on that one. But in terms of, did you see Rami replied about Slot? He did really, really good in terms of what he said.
He said he's done an excellent job.
Yeah, but that's like, why would
there's
he tweet?
There's no minimal messages there. There's nothing. No, there's nothing there.
He
there is nothing there.
I'm not saying, yeah, that's son. It's a sign that, that Mo Salah and they really, really like Arne Slot. He didn't need to tweet that, Avi. There was what a need to him to tweet that. He never tweets. So what was the need for him to tweet that? Go on. So it's a sign that, he really likes the manager. And when he signs that contract, Avi, I can't say in my language.
Sheikh Mohammed bin Salah. That's his new name. Sheikh Mohammed bin Salah. That's his new name now.
You bastard. You're
Sheikh Mohammed bin Salah. That's his new name now. Because
when he signs the contract,
in my eyes, he's gone to Saudi. He's gone to Saudi. El Halal.
He hasn't gone anywhere, mate. He's staying, mate. He's staying here, mate.
He's going to be on the right wing. Mane's going to be on the left. And Duran's going to be in the middle. Ronaldo can play in the 10 or the 8.
Mohammed bin Salah. Sheikh Mohammed bin Salah. I have to give you that. That is actually brilliant. Sheikh Mohammed bin Salah.
No, listen, we joke about it, but look, you know what, Gina, it's. I don't think it's an embarrassing situation.
It is.
A very embarrassing situation. Really? He got a goal and assist on Wednesday, effortlessly as well. So, hardly any effort put in, and he gets a peach of a cross for McAllister. He gets his goal, with his right foot. We've never seen him hardly score with his right foot. Good finish with his right, but there's nothing there. I think from the body language,
we had people that said they wouldn't pay to watch him play, man. Come on, Yara. We had people like that on this channel said this. I know he's in the comments and I'm going to go at him, yeah? Come on, man. The guys, look at the numbers next month's putting up. But even when now, he was on the peripheral most of the game, but yet still, he gets the assist. Still, he gets the goal. And, I was praying that we win the game because I missed out on that. He missed out on that Salah goal, at Newcastle when they managed to score at the end. And I was praying, please, for the sake of Salah, if he got that winner, imagine Salah winner. Yeah, Everton final game at Goodison. So,
it would have been a real nail in the coffin. It would have been a real nail in the coffin.
And then we got baskets like you saying, I'm happy that he didn't do it, on a thingy. But seriously, Avi, what can you say about the guy, man? And if we really are a club that's in a shambolic state, if we don't get contract signed up for at least Van Dijk and Salah. Look, Trent, we all know that there's a possibility that he might want to leave. Fine. When you've got two world-class footballers practically, coming out every other week, wanting to stay, telling us what really happened, it's baffling and a shame that we still sat here talking about this, where we could just concentrate on going and winning this title, and letting them know that these two players are here to stay. We're ready to go again. We've got players like Kanate, not signing a contract yet, maybe wanting to see what happens with the others, so then he can decide what sort of money he's gonna get, all that type of stuff. So there is a knock-on effect. People can say that there will be one if they don't sign. But I just hope and pray that they get it over the line. I'm still of the opinion, Avi, that one or two will sign. I think Van Dijk and Salah will sign. I hope I'm right. I've always maintained Trent doesn't, and I know you've slightly changed your stance. Well, not changed your stance, but you've held the same stance since October that you're worried that all three are gone, and there's going to be a major revamp in the summer. I can't see all three going, man. That's crazy.
It would be
It's
crazy.
mental.
I don't put it.
It's absolute
I wouldn't put
madness.
it. I wouldn't put it past this football team though. This football club to do that. I wouldn't. And whether that would be a suicidal move from us, from the hierarchy, or I don't know what you want to call it, but it would be a travesty to lose those three. But it's becoming more and more inevitable as the days go by, Gene. We're going to be, before you know it, it's going to be end of season. We're going to be celebrating that Crystal Palace game at home, if that is the last game, I believe, at Anfield. And on that last game of the season, if we win, and we're parading that Premier League title, Van Dijk and Salah and Trent, that'll be the last time that they'll be at that stadium in a playing capacity. Because if we're going to be at the last game of the season, they haven't signed a contract. What hope would there be then that they're going to sign? They're literally free agents now. Literally, they could be talking about a signing on bonus with another club now. Gene.
Yeah, look, they can be. Obviously, since January, we've not heard any team really. What have you since that they've been able to have a talk with the clubs? Not one club has come out. I think they will definitely respect the club's wishes. Sorry, the club, in terms of not speaking about it. I think a bit like Bobby did. Bobby wanted to respect the club. Said, you know what, I'm not gonna speak to any club until the season's finished, and I think they will do the same if there is no real movement in terms of the contract, because there is a title to be won, there is a Champions League to be won, and all they want to put, and it's not like they're going to be short of suitors, both of them. They're going to be flipping the clubs coming from all left, right, and centre, offering them stupid money to join. So it's not about that. I think they've given themselves enough time in terms of end of April, Avi. If still something isn't done, then I'd be like, you know what, chutti, mate. End of April for me is like you're asking for it, because then they're gonna have to come out and say it, because they're gonna need their you're talking about two of the biggest legends to have played the game for Liverpool, two players that walk into the all-time greatest Liverpool 11. So there has to be a send-off. There has to be them thanking the fans thanking them for all the services that they've given us. I can't see them not getting that. So they're gonna have to come out with it at least a few weeks before. No? The cost they're gonna have to. Mane was slightly different because we thought he was gonna get his Bayern Munich. We thought he was gonna hold in Champions League final. Hopefully, if we win it, we can come back. But let's see, man. I'm still hopeful on them too, and I think that gets done. But have your thoughts, man? If they don't get done, we have come and always talked about the great reset. Yeah, I am gonna be absolute, regardless of who comes in, Avi. I'm really gonna be like proper pissed off. Imagine winning a title. Avi, imagine winning a title and then losing your two best players.
We'll all be gutted, Gene. But look, sooner or later, something's gonna have to give, because look, Salah and Van Dijk, and I'm just playing devil's advocate here. We're gonna need to replace them sooner or later, Gene. Whether it's another season down the line, or whether it's 2 years max. And the way sort of Beto was bullying both Konate and Van Dijk, look, those are slow, very minuscule signs that Van Dijk is human after all. He is going to be 34 in July. And we've seen some crazy sort of, what do you want to call it? What's that word that I'm looking for, when Fabinho totally just stunk up the joint the season after the quad? What happened is the decline is so sudden. And I don't think that'll happen with Van Dijk because of the nature of his game. But someone like Salah, something like that could happen, where all of a sudden, from getting 30 goals every season in all competitions, he's only getting 15, and there's been a big drop-off. Again, small signs. And Van Dijk's allowed to have a bad game. Yeah, he's allowed to have a bad game. He's allowed to have a few bad games. That's how much credit he has in the bank with us. But, Gene, it is worrying. But look, for me, sooner or later, these players we need to have a reset in those positions because you're not getting any younger. We do need to replace
I mean,
Salah. We need to be looking at someone younger now at the
yes.
19-20 mark, getting someone in, transitioning, and having a bit of game time and resting Salah over the next year and a half, depending on whether he extends or not. So look, for me, Gene, it'll be devastating. It was devastating when Jurgen left, but we moved on as a football club.
Avi,
I'm comfortable. I'm
listen,
comfortable and confident that whoever's at the helm of recruiting, whether it's Hughes, Edwards, whether it's the whole shebang, I'm confident they will recruit well. One thing that they've
okay,
known
hear
for
me
is
out now.
recruiting well.
Hear me out now. I have no issue with bringing and forward planning players for Van Dijk. Nobody's bigger than the club. I get it completely that we are going to have to move on. The players are 33 years old. They need replacements. I understand that completely, Avi. So what do? You have to you have to plan ahead, like we probably are with Allison, who's been pivotal. They believed in Mama. They brought him in. He will be here next season. Again, if Hoyson is the replacement of Van Dijk, like you've mentioned, give Van Dijk the 2-year contract. He's still the best player in the world. Hoyson will have 2 years next to him. He will hopefully be able to take his game to the next level, and Kanata will hopefully stay. And that's 2 players that I'm happy with. Fine. Mohamed Salah, Avi, is a different kettle, because you are talking about 75% goal contributions, 20 plus goals for the last 7-8 years. That is unprecedented numbers. How do you replace that? If I'm honest with you, you can't. You can't replace a like for like in that position. And if somebody, what's his name now, I saw his comment, I did start it. Ali asked this question. He goes, Gene, would you, if you were to get Isaac and Kudus, would that appease you? 100% that appeases me, Ali. I would take them two right now. If somebody said to me, because I believe that Isaac's numbers will hopefully make up for Salah's numbers. Yeah, maybe Salah might, get slightly more. But Isaac's numbers will hopefully make up for it. And then in Kudus, you've got another young player who I believe that has a crazy ceiling. Yes, we haven't seen the numbers yet, but if Isak is going to take a brunt of them numbers, then you've got a player in Kudus who has the ceiling to improve and go to the next sort of level. That makes sense. I can accept that. I want Salah to stay though. I want Salah to stay because he's the best player in the world. Right now, he is the best player in the world. He's going for the Ballon d'Or. You don't let go of your Ballon d'Or. Van Dijk and Salah, both of them go at the peak of their careers. They're at the top of their game. And I don't think they both will drop in the next year or two. Yes, I can accept, Avi, the drop can be, it can happen practically overnight. We've seen that with other players. I don't think we'll see that with Salah though. Salah has changed his game over the last 2 seasons where he's becoming more of a creator. That drop happened, Avi, because there were so many players that had the same drop at the same time. All our midfielders had gone to Hendo. Milner was all. Hendo was all. Keita was injured. Fabinho was, legs had gone. Ox was out all the time. I've mentioned you 4 or 5. Practically, they were all over the hill. Hence why we needed a full reset. Whereas if we were to, I don't think the strikers need a full reset to that level in terms of if we brought in Isak and Kudus. So look, I'm worried that if we win, I'm worried if Salah goes. I'm not going to lie to you. I think the goals dry up if we don't bring in Alexander Isak. And that's why I think if Salah does go, I think Liverpool will. That's the only way you will see us go all out and put the money down for Alexander Isak and go up to 120 million.
So you think if Isaac comes in, Salah's gone?
Yes,
you don't think we can? There's a world where we operate with both of them in our team.
That is my ideal world. Is that I would love for them to play a season together. Hopefully, have a chance to go again, because that's what you need to do. Imagine you winning a title. Like I mentioned earlier, Salah stays. Salah signs a contract. Van Dijk signs a contract. You bring in Alexander Isak, mate. The whole other teams in the Premier League going to be like, mate, this is an unbelievable Liverpool side. But people are saying no chance. If Darwin Núñez is sold for Saudi with the numbers that are being banished about, around 70 million quid, why can't we go and sign Alexander Isak?
Diaz too, Sarib, and where's the Caicedo money? Where's the Zubimendi money? That money's still there. That money still exists.
The money's always there. We just don't like to spend it. Your chacha, innit? Your chacha, uncle, I love my uncle. My uncle's done this for me. Chacha will give us will put his hand in his pocket
Well,
and give
they've
us.
just spent some money at Boston. They've just brought Alex
Oh,
Brigman for $136 million contract, whatever it is. He's a what do you call it? He's a number 3 or number 4, something was saying. But there's a picture of John Henry with a little cigar sitting down that Linda put up, my auntie. She put it out with him sitting down on a chair with a cigar. So listen, I think we would have a very good summer when it comes to spending, and we'll
oh,
get
you're
some good,
Avi. When
exciting
was the
players.
last time
Oh
we had a
yeah,
good
we have to
season?
say something, isn't it? We have to have a little bit of a positivity here. Gene, who's your front three against Wolves?
Wolves.
Gakpo's out. Gakpo's out as of now.
I would go Diaz,
Gone.
Darwin, Salah, innit?
Diaz, Darwin, and Salah. So no Jota against no club. He scored a fair few against them.
No, but I want to go with them 3. It's a home
I'm
game. I
going
think we
with
do well.
Diaz, Jota, and Salah. I'm going with what Wade, Nelson, and Ali are saying.
I would love for Chiesa to start.
Diaz, Jota, and Salah. Let's talk about your man. Let's talk about the Italian.
I think we need to speak about Cody Gakpo because he's missing the game. That's more important. That's a big
let's
miss.
talk about Fede. Where is Federico? Where was he on midweek? Where was he? Well, Plymouth, we saw the game that he put in, the performance that he put in. Do you think you'll let him go in the summer, Gene? You're on mute.
1 second, my thing is just.
I think we let go of
Yeah,
Chiesa as well, guys. I think we let go of Chiesa.
You're letting go of your chacha, your mama, your dad. You've let go of everybody. Chiesa gaya, Jota gaya, Nunes gaya, Salah gaya, Diaz gaya. So you're basically saying Jota's the Gakpo's the only one that's going to be left.
No, I hope Gakpo and Salah stay. I hope they stay. But the reality is, Gene, if a 15 million,
we sold all our team.
If we get an offer for Chiesa, it's on the table. It's on the table.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. You're basically saying we're gonna sell all of them. You've been saying this for a long time now.
With the injury record that he's had this season, you'd keep him.
Chiesa's not going, man. They just signed him after they're not getting rid of him. Especially if it's somewhere where Darwin and Diaz, or well, 2 of Darwin, Jota, and Diaz leave, then Pulija, yeah.
Lord Nelson has chimed in saying yes, it's best for both parties that Fede or Fede Chiesa gets moved on. Mamma mia, it's not working, Gina. It's not working. Chiesa's not working.
Yeah, I get it. Chiesa play him on the right hand side. You'll see him cook.
I think Sarib says it right. Everyone has a question mark.
Yeah,
you guys are sleeping on this great
I'm not
reset.
saying.
You're all sleeping. I'm telling
because you don't reset when you win in the
I'm
title,
gonna
man.
lose, and you lot all gonna win in the summer, or I'm gonna be the only one standing up. The last one of the Royal Rumble.
You're never standing up.
I'm gonna be doing Jey Uso. I'm gonna be the one standing alone. I've told you guys it's gonna be the
yeah,
great
Avi, listen to me. You're
the
honestly, you've lost the plot. You actually lost the plot. You want 5 of us saying that there's a chance all 5 can go, which isn't happening.
Wow,
no
then goes Chiesa will go. He probably hates England. He wants some Italian son. And
he doesn't hate England. He wants to make it a success at Liverpool, man. He really, you can sell. Come on, man. You guys have been watching the game. You've seen his reactions. You see how much he wants to succeed at this football club. He wants to succeed. It's not that he's, and people that came, I don't think he's happy. I don't think I think that's a load of bullshit. I think I think he needs something to give towards the end of this season, where he comes in and does something, plays well a few games. He might think, okay, you know what, he's got a chance of staying. But I think. Oh, he was bomber incoming. What are you on about now, man? Aviera, come on, bro.
Bomber incoming. There's a bomber in 2 minutes. The countdown begins.
Anyway, I don't know. But seriously, I think if Chiesa played on that right hand, on our left hand side, that's his favorite position. If he plays there, he will bang.
PK, look, Warren, Zaire, Emery, incoming in the summer. Hughes and Slot pushing. Well,
we've been pushing a long time for players. Kakiniaya.
Are you ready for the bomber?
Go on.
The bomber is that Liverpool Football Club had Portuguese representatives in the London office last week. We have previously been linked with Martin Fernandes, who's a right back at Porto. We like the look of Conrad Harder of Sporting Lisbon, who's the next sort of striker coming through after Gyökeres. And I think someone just mentioned Alvaro Carreras. I heard that we are interested in Alvaro Carreras.
You've
I don't
given
know.
us
No, no,
a
I
fucking
don't know this.
exclusive on 3 players.
Well,
Are you off your fucking rocker, Avi? 3 players.
I don't know.
Why you
No,
want
no,
the
but
labels of
M-Mac,
half the flipping
M-Mac,
squad?
M-Mac, let me finish. Let me land, isn't it? This is why you push people away from this channel. You push people away from
You
this channel
talk
because of your
shit.
fucking attitude. Sort your fucking attitude out, okay? M-Mac says, I heard we're interested in Alvaro Carreras for left back. I don't know whether we're in for the ex-Man United player. He's a good player, for sure, at Benfica, but I don't know any Alvaro Carreras stories. But I do know that Conrad Harder has been scouted, as has Martin Fernandes, the Porto right back. I do not know anything about Alvaro Carreras. Prime
Who
Abbey,
believes
I'm
you
here
lot,
for it,
man?
please.
Gus me, I sometimes scratch my head and I think the people
Chiesa
that
is
must
not at
listen
our
to.
level, and Slot knows that. Do you think Slot knows that, Gina?
Yeah, maybe. I think he's good enough to do a job, but we'll have to
Good.
wait
Okay.
and see.
What job is he?
Gordon, man,
No,
get
no.
out, dude. Go
No,
and get
what?
me this.
No,
Go
no,
and
no,
get
no,
me
no.
this guy, man. Just
No,
go
no,
and sign me
Gina.
this player, man.
What job? What job
This
is
guy
Chiesa
would
good? No, what job is he? What job?
and him as well.
What
Bob,
job
you know,
trade
Bob,
you?
wait 1 second. Bob, you know what? You know football. You've mentioned 2 players who I would do anything to have at this football club.
And
Baleba and Gordon.
two players, but we're not fucking getting anyone either. We're not going in
Obviously,
for Baleba.
because it's your chacha, isn't it? Your chacha wants to buy Caracas and Hardman and all of this shit. You won't part ways with his money, man.
These
But
were
honestly, them
Sarib's
2
been
players,
suspended.
man.
Comments like this, Conrad Harder getting harder listening to this transfer news. Kieran Thorner says, I believe
Yeah, Burton, he is talking
you were
shit.
in talk about Ronaldo coming in at the free off back off. Now you're just taking the piss. Burton says, man is talking shit. He's talking about you, see? Because you said that Chiesa can do a job at Liverpool. What job can he fucking do?
He's talking about fucking your bullshit 3 names you gave.
He can't even stay fit. Burton Jab, I agree with you. Gene is not known for his football talk. Darwin season, Gordon, Baleba, Hato, Kirk is imagine. Yeah, I can't imagine that, mate. Hato. I mean, you know what I've said about Hato. I'm not going to keep
Hato ho gaya.
I'm not going to talk about Hato. It's done. No, Hato's done. Hato's done. You know it's done.
I want to get it out there. I don't know it's done. Because I don't know it's done.
It's either Tyler Dibling or De Ketelaere to replace Elliott in the summer. Interesting shout.
Two players, I would do it. 2 players, I would make the change right now.
If you had to take one, who would take Tyler Dibling or De Ketelaere? De Ketelaere. There you go. Ketelaere.
I like him, every time I've watched him play, he looks like a player that will flip it bag for us, But I like Tyler Dibling. But Tyler Dibling.
Listen, time out for this.
Like, guys, you know what, guys? I leave him alone. Man.
No. He was spamming, man, like an idiot.
Okay, don't spam, Muhammad. Come on, man, don't spam, yar. But I want to ask the comments as well, guys. Who do you think, Dibling or De Ketelaere, whatever his name is? I'd probably go Dibling just.
I'm saying Tyler Dibling all day long.
No, you haven't even seen Ketelaere play then. You can't say all day long. He's a really, really good footballer.
Tyler Dibling all day long. Thank you. There you go.
Yeah, he's allowed to say.
You've not seen Ketelaere.
I have. I think people have just seen Dibling. They just I get it.
Young James has said D whatever more ready. Okay.
That's a fair point. Well,
Uzair, thank you for tuning in. But what's these random comments, thoughts on Julian Alvarez? Good player. I've always rated him. River Plate,
I would love to have him at Liverpool. Love to have him at Liverpool.
Where would you play him though? He's not a 9.
He plays in an Avi. Avi, that guy is he's made for slot, man. Made for slot.
Dibs and homegrown will play a part. I agree, Wade. I like this Lord Nelson. He's had some good comments today.
Ward is in it. Wade. Wade Nelson. He's just
Lord Nelson. He's one of our greatest sailors, man. Lord Nelson. What do you know? Yes. You don't know about anything about British history. Muslim history all day long. Doesn't know about fuck all about the country that he fucking lives in. British history, mate. We gave you St. Francis Drake. We gave you Lord Nelson. Yes. I'm Jay.
The Londoners come out on you, man. The Londoners come out on you today, man.
Yes. I'm all part of the British Empire, man. You know me.
Alvarez. I like this comment, that's when I was just about to put up.
Alvarez is a fit Jota. Interesting comments. Morgan Gibbs White. Loads of names today. Morgan Gibbs White. Morgan. You know what? Morgan Rogers is a good player, but we'll never get in. We'll never get in. Villa would want 90 million, 100 million. 100 million.
Yep, I know, man. Gordon's a diehard red.
Luciano just signed a new contract, Burton. So nothing's happening there. Drake was a Joey. Ibn Battuta was the Don.
Ah!
God knows he was. God knows he was. Alvarez will never be a first striker. That's true. Benjamin Sesko. He's available for 58 million apparently in the summer. Would you want Benjamin Sesko or Benji?
I mean, what's wrong with you, man? You're just making me laugh today.
Well, Benji, you don't want Benjamin Sesko?
I do. I like him, man. I think he do. I think he do well. Look, any 9 right now, mate. We're saying yes.
This is why Sarib has we've extended your fucking suspension, telling you he's going to be the best in the world. Screenshot model, Benjamin Sesko. That is good.
I like Sesko. I like Sesko.
I do like him a lot. But
I think Arsenal are probably in there. We've got probably Sesko box off.
Sesko is too raw. Ekitike is Isaac like. Wow. Anyway, announce the competition for the 25-26 Adidas shirt with Isaac on the back. Oh, sorry guys, this is it. We are doing a giveaway once we hit 12k, guys. So we're still a long way away, about 300 subscribers.
I think we're starting it from. I think we're probably starting on Sunday. Have we the giveaway?
Yeah, but get up to 12k, and then we will pick up a random winner. Asim will put he'll do a nice little thumbnail or an image on Twitter, on his Twitter handle, and he'll do the giveaway. And then people got to put something on the comments, and then as soon as they've done that, and as soon as we've seen 12k on YouTube, we'll announce the winner. We'll do a little random draw. And that's it. Chris, look at this, isn't it? Buddha. You're doing so well there, Buddha. You're lucky you're getting blocked. Chris Wood from Nottingham Forest. No, thank you. Burton Jab, yes. Sesko Isaac is sick. All right, let's see. Anything else to cover, Gene? Are we all good? Gene, I'm going to Southampton at home. Are you going to? Okay. Yeah. Is there anything that we need to discuss, Gina? Anything else? It's been a good show, actually.
In a gap shop, we always make it a bit of a gap shop. The game is until the day after, innit? So it was all right, man. I enjoyed it.
What do you take us for? You think we really buy jerseys from there? Idiot. It'll be from the Liverpool store at Liverpool. We'll show you the receipt as well. Van der Ven, Abbey, no. I know Grizz spoke about it on our show, Van der Ven, but his hamstrings for me. We won't take a chance on him. Good defender if he stayed fit. A brilliant defender if he stayed fit, but no. DM Shah saying no fights. Was he talking about me and you today?
Yeah.
Me and Gina don't fight. We agree on most things. We actually agree on most things.
We just don't agree on his bullshit, that's all.
Yeah, that's it. João Pedro opened three open goals this season. No wonder he's on the bench. Semenyo is the one. There is no interest from us.
Oh yeah, why do you act like you're Fabrizio Romano? Every player, no interest. There's interest in this one. Talks with this one. This one's done. Why do you act like you're Fabrizio Romano? Honestly, nowadays.
I'm telling you, Semenyo is koi baat nahi hai, nothing's happening.
Okay,
Nothing's happening there.
But to be fair, you went on a bit of a decent run recently.
I told you I'm on a decent one right now.
No, you are.
Just ain't quick enough.
Gittins.
Alex Tallery, telling me this guy always
he's a good lad. He's a good lad, Avi.
Calls me fat, calls me this and that.
He's a good lad. Alex, he's a good lad.
I'm gonna give you. Listen, Alex, why don't you come on the show? Come on,
leave Alex alone, man.
We can prove you're not a troll. You're not hiding behind your real identity.
Nah, man.
Invite with me. Free Friday. Come on, give it all you've got if you've got it. Come on, bring me Gittins. He says. And Mac, you know what? I wanted to go to WrestleMania. I'm probably gonna go to WrestleMania for the 2 days.
What?
I'm just trying to sort a few WrestleMania, yeah.
You go to WrestleMania. How old are you?
Uso, man, he's gonna be the main event against Gunther.
How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 40 now, but wrestling's wrestling, man.
You're going to wrestling?
Yeah, Hulk Hogan in it.
Avi, Gusme, you need help.
DX, man. We were born in the DX era.
Come on, man. That's taking the piss. Wrestling at the age of 40.
Well, yeah, it's all right in here and there. You watch
No,
it.
it's not. Bacha hai tum aaye. Are you a little kid?
We're the ones. We're the ones. All right, guys. Anyway, forget all
Anyway,
that crap.
move on, man.
Fat
That's, I
rat,
can't believe
Bobby.
this guy, bro.
Listen,
Wrestling.
it's a bit of entertainment, yeah. Come on.
How much is the ticket gonna cost you? What?
Honestly, it's costing like 1,500 bags. That's what I'm contemplating. 1,500 bags.
You're gonna pay that amount of money to watch wrestling?
Y'all is ye in a ye movement, man. Ye.
Close the show, man. Honestly, you're effed in the head, mate.
Abby is the ultimate warrior. You know what? My favorite ever wrestler was Shawn Michaels, Sexy Boy. Sweet Chin Music. Boom! Iron Man match against Bret Hart. That was the one. That was the one as well. Cannon Leggett.
This was my favorite, man. This was my favorite back in the days. And I get it.
Wow, there you go, man. He's got a brilliant podcast.
Is he still around, Avi?
He's got a brilliant podcast. It's called Dead Man Rising or something. Dead Man Under the Water or something. Undertaker's podcast is really good. Got some good guests on there as well. Who was your favorite wrestler, Gene?
You know,
you sound like a bushwhacker.
No, I remember WrestleMania 6, yeah. Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior won. So Warrior was, but then he was like, you know, he lost to Sergeant Slaughter WrestleMania 7. See, I remember all this.
Right.
Yeah.
Hogan beat Slaughter. Hogan beat Slaughter in WrestleMania 7.
SummerSlam he lost to, yeah. SummerSlam, Slaughter beat him. And then I was a Undertaker fan, Avi, since then.
Nah. I
was always the phenom, the Undertaker, and he wasn't as great as now when he became later on.
With Mark Calloway, that's Undertaker's real name, Mark Calloway. You know, he's a very rich man. He invested in a Calloway building, residential, a commercial. They build commercial properties, high rises. So Mark Calloway and his business partner, they're doing very well.
Muhammad, tu changa bande. I've told Muhammad to not spam me with the same comments. He's spamming again with the same comments, man. Come on, yeah, relax.
Is this Irfan?
I don't know who he is. Just chill out, man. I don't like people, putting people on block and flipping stuff like that. Just relax.
Yeah, Hot Rod, man. Unfortunately, passed away. Okay, Randy Orton's alright. His dad was pretty good as well. Bob
RKO, Randy Orton. Yeah, I remember RKO.
There was no one on Shawn Michaels' level. Shawn Michaels was Mr. WrestleMania. Edge was good.
What do you mean, Mr. WrestleMania? Undertaker was Mr. WrestleMania, man.
No. He was Mr. WrestleMania because of his streak, but the actual matches, the quality of matches, Shawn Michaels, man.
Yeah, true.
Abby's favorite is Jinder Mahal. my friend, he's related to Jinder Mahal, distantly related to Jinder Mahal. So
you all related, huh? Yeah.
Adam Copeland, Edge, man. Edge is good. Cena.
Yeah, listen, I'm getting pissed off. Fucking close the show. You'll be fucking talking about fucking an effort.
Stone Cold. That one, he's good. Stone Cold was alright.
Oh yeah, I
Ray
remember.
Carly's in the one of the worst wrestlers I've seen. Anyway, forget all that. We've done all that cringy wrestling talk. Gene, anything else to cover?
That's it. Just give me 3 points on Sunday, and we will be back. All of us back on Sunday for the red zone. And yeah, mate. I think I'm good.
Today. You know, Friday,
this is why I love Friday.
Oh, don't forget the Champions Trophy next week. They can't even host a ceremony. The Pakistanis can't even host a ceremony. Did you see them, the fans, without a ticket, like beaches, like rats?
Can I just say something? Avi, you bottle coming. You bottled it. Your tatty come out so much that you wouldn't even come to the country. Dubai kids,
India. Humara Bharat is coming. The Bharat army is coming, mate.
Your tatty came out, man. Your tatty come out, man. Don't worry. I'm telling you now, Avi. I'm telling you now. Look, you don't try to kill our cricket. Yes, still, Avi, we flipping somehow.
Listen,
we come on there. Do you remember the last? Do you remember the ICC trophy last time? Do you remember what we did here?
Have Pakistan ever beaten India in a 50
Do you remember the ICC trophy what we did here? Do you remember it? Oh yeah, what Amar did to you that day to Kohli and flipping Dhawan and Sharma. I'll never forget that day. Amar, mate, I know he's a clown, but what a player, man.
Okay.
Anyway.
Gina, your greatest ever batsman.
Eh?
The greatest ever batsman, in your eyes, in your opinion.
In my eyes, from what I've seen in terms of batsmen.
Top three batsmen, and they can't be Pakistani, and I can't pick
No.
any Indian.
Look, I will always be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I loved Lara. I loved the way Lara used to play. Tendulkar, it's difficult to say, how well he was. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm giving you two. Look. I will be honest. I will be honest. Look, I gave you two Indians. Kohli. They're the three that I loved. I've seen. I'm not gonna. The bastard always turns up against Pakistan when you need him. When he's up against it, he turns
your top
up.
Three or who? Your top three.
Them three. There were Lara, Tendulkar, and Kohli, three. But if I'm talking about ballers, man.
Now, can I give you my three?
Indians, sit back down. Sit back
down.
Can
I give you my three? Let me give you my three first.
Go on.
My top three batsmen, and all jokes aside, yeah.
Go on.
Number one. What? I just lost him.
Cricket tak nahi.
Shit, I've actually forgotten. Oh, Steve Waugh, brother of
he was good. He was good.
Steve Waugh was my favorite batsman. People might not remember him. Steve Waugh.
Yes, I do remember him.
Played on the back foot.
Okay, Bhaskar, now don't try to teach us cricket.
Second, I would say Sachin. You know who my favorite third batsman was? Jacques Kallis, mate. Jacques Kallis.
He was good. Yeah, fair. Fair. Allah, can you give me your three bowlers now?
My three bowlers.
If there's no two Pakistanis in there, you're dead.
My boy, number one. Number uno. Angus fucking Fraser.
Avi, come on, man.
Number one was Shoaib Akhtar for me. Shoaib Akhtar. I've never seen Shoaib. I've never seen watching TV a bowl as fast as when he first broke through. Unbelievable. So look, no bias here. Shoaib Akhtar was number one. Number two, I'd have to go with Shane Warney. Loved Warney. Yeah, number three, line and length. Glenn McGrath. Loved him. Glenn McGrath. Glenn
McGrath. This is crazy, yeah. But obviously for me, Wasim Akram was the greatest bowler ever. Yeah, he took the piss with the ball. He literally took the piss. Waqar was Waqar, yeah. But Shoaib, I loved. Look, I know I'm going to be a bit biased towards the ballers of Pakistan.
Walshy, mate. Walshy and Ambrose.
But you know what?
Walshy and Ambrose.
Mate, this guy, people can call him a chucker, but this guy was an unbelievable bowler. He took piss. Yeah. I know there was a question mark with his action and stuff, but he was something special. But nobody touches Wasim Akram, man. Avi, he was on he used to do this with the ball, man. But you know what? There's a player I want to give a mention to, and I know the worst thing is we've had some unbelievable bowlers that messed up, but this guy, Avi, he was special. This guy, Mohammed Asif, he was actually special. But the
Sami
idiot,
was good.
man.
I like Sami as well. Skiddy bowler.
Sami was all right, but Asfa was honestly, he was like he's another one. You put 50 pence on that flipping turf, mate. He would strike it every time, man. That's the type of bowler he was. Unbelievable.
All you lot were ball tampering fucking cheats. That's what you lot were.
Where did ball? You never did it. You lot couldn't take it. You didn't know. You didn't know what swing was.
You're all cheaters.
Avi, you lot didn't even know what swing was. We taught you swing, mate. You didn't even know what it was. We were the kings of swing, man. We taught the world how to swing a ball.
Pakistan did invent the swing bowling. And look, Pakistan's bowling attack was brilliant. You lot had a good team, but you just couldn't win the big ones.
I know. You know that final that we lost to Australia, that hurt, man. That really hurt.
99, yeah.
We were the best team in the world at that time.
I was supporting Australia.
Obviously, you're Rami against Australia that day, aren't you? You're exactly against Pakistan.
I tell you, Sarib, the greatest English spin bowler, Graham Swan. Fantastic bowler. Love Swan. The Muslim guy, you're talking about Moeen Ali. He's all right, but not on Swan's level.
The other Rashid, Rashid won. Dale Staines was good, but Kallis, Akram won, McGrath, Rashid.
Bowler as well. His bowling stats were brilliant.
Yeah, Rashid was something better than Swan. Are you taking the piss, Avi? You see, the English need. Yeah, of course he's better than Swan, man. Are you taking the piss?
Graham Swan is good.
Other Rashid, man. Come on, yard. Obviously, you need a Pakistani to spin the ball for you.
My playboy, mate. My playboy. My Rami. Imran, mate. The legend.
The corner tiger, man. The corner tiger. The greatest captain ever, man. The greatest captain. The greatest winner, man. What a player.
You know what?
Anyway, boys, we've talked about cricket.
To be fair, To be fair,
He's a great bowler. Great bowler.
Bumrah.
He's one guy that I still flipping around me, bro. You don't know where he's gonna go, man.
Just people. He's a good bowler. He's a good bowler. Anyway, enough of the cricket. Guys, look, we brought you wrestling today, we brought you cricket. I told you we're multi-diverse. That's why we're the best channel out there, man. Please, spat the facts. Okay? Anything else, Gina? Let's wrap up now.
No, I think it's been good. It's been a good, enjoyable show, man. I've enjoyed it. This is why Fridays is better than, Asim's shows, because they're just 4, 2, 3, one left and right into the thingy, this, that. This one is a proper gappy show, man. People enjoy this.
Snooker?
Of course, no snooker.
Snooker. Stephen Hendry, innit? Stephen Hendry for me. Stephen Hendry.
Yeah, he was the best. But Ronnie, yeah. Anyway, TK.
I did like Peter Ebdon though, Gina.
He's so slow, man.
Yeah, but
he took it 3 hours to take a shot, man. How can you watch him?
Yeah, I like Ebdon. I like Peter Ebdon. Chalo, TK, guys. Have a good one. Like and subscribe, and we shall see you on Sunday, guys. Be safe, and yeah, Sunday back at 10. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Take care, everyone.